This is why I'm sick of aesthetic homes. Hey, you and I, we need to talk now. I just spent 3 hours scrolling through home design TikToks last night, and honestly, it made me hate my own living room. It doesn't look exactly like the ones with millions of likes and comments. I don't have the latest sofa everyone's ordering from Temu. It's not aesthetic. It's not sad beige, or whatever other sleek buzzwords they're throwing around these days. And you know what? It's freaking okay. If you've ever delayed having friends over because your place wasn't social media ready, this video is for you. I'm Blake, built by Becker. And after 15 years of building and renovating over 500 projects, I've seen lots of trends come and lots of trends go. But lately, we're not waiting around for magazines to come out so we can run off to the store anymore. Social media dictates what we should or shouldn't do in seconds. What's trending today is gone tomorrow. And if you're driving yourself crazy trying to photocopy that perfect space you saw on Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube, today, we're talking about breaking free from the aesthetic trap that's keeping you from actually enjoying your home and your life. By the end of this video, you'll see your home and the way you think about it completely differently. You'll finally understand why it never feels good enough, and more importantly, what to do about it. But before we dive in, smash that subscribe button if you want honest home advice without the fluff, and make sure to stick around to the end, because I've got a free ultimate home maintenance checklist that'll save you from costly mistakes down the road. Now, let's get into it. Here's the thing nobody wants to admit. Social media has turned our homes into performance spaces. We're not designing for comfort anymore, we're designing for likes. And the crazy part, most of us don't even realize we're doing it. I've seen so many people fall into the same trap. They spend thousands creating a living room that looks exactly like something off of Pinterest, but then reality sets in. The white couch shows every mark, the coffee table is too small, and the whole space feels more like a showroom than a home. It looks great, but living in it, that's a different story. And that right there is the aesthetic trap. Now, I'm not an anti-social media person. You're watching me right now on social media, and I appreciate it. You can see styles from around the world, find affordable alternatives to expensive pieces, and get inspired by creativity you never would have encountered otherwise. But somewhere along the way, we stopped using these platforms as inspiration and started using them for instruction manuals for happiness. And you know what? It's actually really interesting to understand why this happens. Because when we design a space together, I guide you. But in the end, who's gonna live there? You. So you need to know what you want and why you want it. When you scroll through these feeds, basically you're constantly measuring your real lived-in space against someone's highlighted space. We want to achieve what they have. Perfectionism makes things worse. And I see the same patterns in all my clients all the time. The thing is, the algorithm doesn't show you what you want to see, it shows you what keeps you scrolling. Social media explosive growth continues with billions of monthly active users. But the platform's oversaturation of content presents new challenges for creators and brands. To stand out, a focus on quality and originality is essential. What stands out? Perfection. Drama, the most extreme makeovers, the most jaw-dropping before and after, a handsomely good host talking about design and construction. Nobody's posting their Tuesday afternoon living room with their kid toys scattered all over the place and yesterday's laundry folded on the couch. But that's real life. That's the space you actually live in 90% of the time. I see this trend cycle madness constantly in my work. Social media's vintage trend mixes old and new pieces so rooms feel lived in, not overly planned. Its statement against the environmental, its social cost of fast furniture and goods. Last year everyone's wanted minimalistic. This year it's maximalism. Next year, who knows? But I guarantee you whatever's trending will feel absolutely essential. The problem isn't following trends, it's chasing trends. When you're always trying to catch up to the next thing, you'll never actually create the home that works for you. You create a home that works for the algorithm. I've seen this happen so often. Someone spends years and thousands of dollars trying to recreate rooms they see on Instagram. First, it's the industrial loft. Then a Scandinavian minimalistic. Then cottagecore. And the house ends up looking like a design museum, but they feel like a visitor in their own home. I don't even know what I actually like anymore, they often tell me. And that's exactly the problem. See, there's a belief that other people expect you to be flawless. People who score high on rigid perfectionism tend to feel awful when they fail to meet extremely high standards they have for themselves. These individuals tend to strongly agree with statements like, "My value as a person depends on being perfect." Ring any bells? Now, Let me hold your hand when I tell you this. Those other people judging your space, they mostly exist in your head. The actual friends and family who come into your home want to feel welcome, not intimidated. They want to sit comfortably, not worry about messing up your carefully curated aesthetic place. I've been in thousands of homes over the years, and you know what most memorable ones I've been in? They feel like people live there. You can tell the story just by walking through the space. There are photos that aren't perfectly styled. There are books that are actually read. There's furniture with nicks and scratches. There is love in the room. These aren't homes that go viral on social media, but they're homes that are filled with love and actual happiness. So, how do you break free from the trap? First, you need to get honest about what's driving your design decisions. But first, a word from our sponsor.
Hey everybody, I'm Blake from Built by Becker. And this right here is where a lot of creativity happens. From sketching kitchen layouts to editing my design videos. This isn't just a desk, it's my studio command center. And this right here is the FlexiSpot E7 Pro. And I absolutely love this standing and seated desk. It has whisper quiet dual motors with presets that allow me to control the height. You can literally set a cup of coffee down while it goes up and down and not spill a drop. No wobble, no shake, a rock solid design, which when you're filming, drawing, or even drilling out someone's plans, this is the desk for me. And for a guy like me who does lots of work, I have an editing height and a filming height, and if I need to drop it down, the one button to lower it all the way, I can throw a chair under there as well. I opted for the extra additional build up here. It has 2 storage drawers for all my stuff, and it gives me the flexibility to put my computer, my microphone, sometimes my design magazines, and really gives me that functionality and flexibility that I need. So whether you're a builder, a designer, or a creator like me, this desk helps you move the way you want to work.
FlexiSpot is currently running a Black Friday sale, up to 80% off. FlexiSpot provides all kinds of standing desks, ergonomical chairs. If you drop the name Built by Becker in the notes and the YTE730, you can save an additional 30.
It's strong, it's quiet, and it's built to last. Just like everything that we stand for right here at Built by Becker.
What's driving your design decisions? Are you choosing that piece because you love it and it serves your life, or because it's good in photos? There's no shame in admitting the latter. Awareness is the first step. Second, start designing for your actual life, not your aspirational one. I know, sounds boring, but here's what I mean. If you have kids, embrace kid-friendly materials instead of fighting them. If you cook every night, prioritize function over form in your kitchen. If you love hosting game nights, choose furniture that can handle that kind of chaos. Third, take breaks from the comparison machine. In a world where screens dominate our lives, reducing your time on social media is a powerful step towards embracing imperfection. Allocating more of your valuable time to activities that truly bring you joy and fulfillment in the real world is liberating. And I'm not saying delete social media, just be intentional about when and how you use it. And that also brings me to when we do renovations. When people do renovations, it's usually for 3 main reasons: increasing resale value, fixing a problem, and/or refreshing a look. This is huge. I see people delay projects for months or even years because they're paralyzed by the need to get everything perfect. They're waiting for the perfect inspiration, the perfect budget, the perfect time when they can do everything at once. But here's what 15 years in construction has taught me. Perfect is the enemy of done, and done is the enemy of enjoyed. Your home doesn't need to be finished to be livable, and it doesn't need to be styled to be comfortable. Some of my happiest clients are the ones who embrace the process. They start with one room, live with it, see how it works, and they move to the next. They're not afraid to make mistakes because they understand that homes evolve. They're works in progress, just like we are. The social media trap tells us that transformation should be instant and dramatic. Real life tells us that the best homes are built slowly, with intention, based on how we actually live. And the reality is, when we treat our home like Instagram sets, constantly updating, replacing to keep up with the trends, we're hurting our wallets. Instead, invest in pieces you generally love, that serve your life, that you can see yourself living with for years. This doesn't mean that everything has to be heirloom quality, but it does mean being thoughtful about what you want to bring into your space. I'm not saying social media is evil or that inspiration is bad. What I'm saying is that your home should serve your life, not your feed. Your most beautiful space in the world is meaningless if it does not make you feel at home. At the end of the day, the goal isn't to create a space that impresses strangers on the internet. The goal is to create a space that feels like home to the people who matter most, you and the ones you love. The truth is, the most beautiful homes aren't the ones that follow every trend. They're the ones that tell a story, your story. So stop designing for an audience that doesn't exist and start designing for the life you actually want to live. Now I'm curious, do you hate the pressure to stick to one strict aesthetic as much as I do? Are you tired of feeling like a home has to look like everyone else? Let me know your honest take in the comments. And before you go, don't forget to grab that free Ultimate Home Maintenance Checklist. It's packed with practical advice that will actually improve your home. No trends required. And really guys, I want to say thank you for watching this one. I know I went on a little tangent, but after years of doing these videos and creating content for you, I wanted to touch on something that was more important than just design and stuff. I wanted to design something that was for you. As I've mentioned many times, I couldn't do this without all of you. I'm grateful for my viewers. I appreciate all of you, and thank you so much for watching Built by Becker.